Okay, 15 out of 15. Hey, Debbie, what's up? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show, Debbie. Nick, good morning. How is it going? Got my phone on the fast charger here. Haven't had breakfast yet. My mom is still in the back. She hasn't come out yet. Usually she's out by now, and we're in the process of eating at this point. Generally, sometimes I don't get on the show until 8, but since she wasn't in the kitchen this morning, I decided to just go ahead and go live. I watched a few videos. Something interesting about Nina Turner being not being supported or endorsed by the squad. Weird, right? They are endorsing her opponent. Jimmy Dore covered that really good. I suggest you watch that if that's something that interests you. I'm not going to get into it. Just more of the same type of BS that I would expect to see in the political spectrum today. Also, what's going on in crypto was Jack Dorsey sold a tweet, his first tweet, for $3 million. Some idiot bought it for $3 million, and then this moron goes to sell it. And the biggest offer that someone gave him was like $300 for what he paid $3 million for. Hilarious. Nobody wants Jack Dorsey's first tweet because nobody likes him. He's an idiot. And he wants to control the world and all that stuff. He's a crazy freaking wealthy dude. Who cares what his first tweet was, right? Well, they care about $300 worth. Rhino, what's up? How's it, buddy? Josh, good morning. So, I thought those two stories were interesting. I'm not really going to cover them. I just let you guys know, hey, Oracle, just let you guys know that what's going on. And what else? Pretty sunrise. Ooh, I can see the sunrise through the window, man. This is cool. There's a big arched semicircle. It's a half a circle window. It's above the front door, and you can see the sky is orange, turning colors. It's pretty. You laughed at that NFT? People, Jimmy Dore, he doesn't know what an NFT is, and he said he would get involved in them if somebody could explain to him what they are. Bro, an NFT is something like this. It's something that someone puts value on and someone else gives you money for that can't be duplicated. That's all. It's digitally impossible to duplicate it. That's all it is. Non-fungible. That's what that means. And it's something that has value. Why is that so hard for Jimmy Dore to understand? Oh, I would buy some. I'd get involved in it if somebody could explain it to me what it is. There, I just did, Jimmy. Is that so hard? Does anybody here not understand what an NFT is now that I've explained to you exactly what it is? It's a digital object, okay, digital, that can be verified that you are the sole owner of it, that has monetary value. And if people don't want to give you money for it, it loses value. That's just like a car. If people don't want to give you money for a car that you have anymore, it loses value. It's really simple. I don't understand why Jimmy Dore claims he has such a hard time understanding what an NFT is. He's like, if somebody could explain it to me, there, I just explained it in 10 seconds. It's something you paid money for that has value because other people are willing to pay you money for. It's digital, so it can be proven that it's the only one in existence. There. Simple. Easy. Why is that so hard for him to understand? Okay, I'll ask you guys again. Do you guys know what an NFT is now that I've explained it in simple terms? Nobody's talking to me. It says I've got 4 viewers and nobody's talking to me. Am I still live? Now I've got 3 viewers. Am I still live? Why aren't you answering me? Why did everybody leave? So everybody left? Didn't say anything, just left. Good morning, Mother. Anybody else besides Nick Brown? Can anybody tell me what just happened? At all? Did you guys get disconnected? Did I get disconnected? I'll go. Driving a stick in some traffic. You'll go check YouTube? Thank you. I'll go open the door to my mom's room. That might help with the, I don't know. Hold on. Your bedroom's so dark. Mom? Okay. Well, I'm sorry you guys didn't want to hear what I had to say about NFTs. But I thought it was pretty interesting. I also think it's pretty interesting what's going on with Nina Turner and the squad. You know, I could say I probably called this years ago on my show and said that Nina Turner was going to become just like every other politician. Because once you get elected, once you become that politician, you're no good anymore. You've proven yourself ineffective, that you're able to be bought off. Okay, so who are my 3 viewers? Who are the 3 people that are still watching the show right now? Can the 3 people just give me a number 3 in the live chat right now? You remember me saying that was going to happen to Nina Turner? It'd be nice if we could find the show. I remember I was doing shows and I was saying, hello, somebody. I was all promoting her and stuff. And then I realized during that time what was going on with AOC. I was like, the same thing's going to happen to Nina Turner. I was like, I don't even know why I'm supporting her. It's always just a slap in the face. How many 3s can I get in the audience? It says I've got 3 of you. Who are my 3 viewers? Nick, Josh G. Who's the 3rd person? I've got Nick and I've got Josh G. Who's the 3rd person that's still watching the show? Anybody? Are there really only 3 people watching? Now it says 5. Greg doesn't know how to type the number 3. Okay, Greg, thank you. Oh, NY710, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the show. Okay, well, now we're getting a number. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it helps when you guys chat. Isn't that weird? I ask you guys to chat, and all of a sudden the numbers are reflecting a more accurate representation of how many people are actually watching. You like when I try to use big words and act special? There was obviously more than 3 of you watching. So restream once again is messing up the numbers. That's okay. Any of you thought that Jack Dorsey's first tweet was worth $3 million? And you know what his tweet said? Just setting up my Twitter account. That was the tweet. Just setting up my Twitter account. And somebody paid $3 million for that, thinking he was making some kind of a fantastic investment. And now he just lost $3 million. And that kind of a person that can pay $3 million for a sentence, a worthless, meaningless sentence, he's probably not going to be missing that $3 million too much, I'm assuming. But it still kind of hurts. It's got to hurt to see that your $3 million investment is now worth $300. If that. I mean, it was what, 280 is what the biggest offer was. It was kind of such a slap in the face. Surprised we don't see deer out your window. Not yet. last night, you can see the piles I've been raking. See the piles, guys? It's me out there raking the lawn. It's a lot of work because it's a big lawn and it's skater culture. Good morning. So good to see you. But no, but it definitely made me feel good to see that. It made you feel good to see that. It made you feel good to see that the tweet's worthless now. It makes me feel good too. Because that tweet is worth nothing. Okay? It's only worth as stupid as we are. That's what gives that sentence worth. And the dumber we are, the more that tweet is worth. So when Jack Dorsey's first tweet is equivalent to only $300 now, it's showing me that we're getting smarter. And that gives me hope. That's a good thing, man. That's a good sign. That's showing that people aren't as dumb as, Jack Dorsey and his $3 million tweet may have assumed that they were. And Jack Dorsey walked with $2.9 million for that tweet. He's got the money. He's laughing his ass off. His billionaire ass is laughing off that little $3 million, takeaway. That was nice. God, that must have been hilarious when he saw that it only sold for $300 after he got $3 billion for it. That's like the best goddamn business deal anybody ever pulled off in the entire planet. Someone gave you $3 million for something and now it's only worth $300. You are a genius. You really are a genius. You got to give the man credit. At least he walked away with that $3 million. I don't like Jack Dorsey. I think he's kind of off his rocker. In fact, seeing Jack Dorsey with the beard is one of the things that motivated me to shave mine off because I saw how horrible it made him look. And I thought, man, Jack Dorsey's, he's probably a better looking guy than me. And if it makes him look that bad, it makes him look like a homeless guy. It makes him look like that Tom Hanks did when he was on that island, in that movie when Tom Hanks got marooned. It just looked terrible. It looked like a wild man. And I realized, I was like, God, dude, I really am kidding myself to think that beard makes me look good. It was part of, me getting rid of that. And now that it's gone, it's easy. I use an electric razor. I use a dry one and a wet one. I do the dry one first before I get in the shower. And then when I'm in the shower, I put on Edge shaving cream and I use the Norelco in the water. And I really get a good, clean, close shave. And then at 3 o'clock, if I'm feeling like it, I'll shave again. Usually a dry shave in the afternoon at some point. But for me, it's not that big of a deal. It's for me, it's worth it when I look back at what I used to look like. And I got to tell you, I look at some of the bearded videos of me. It doesn't really bother me that much. I thought I wore the beard fairly well, because I didn't have the full scruff. It was just from here down. It looked kind of good. At the same time, I think this is an improvement. Girls seem to like it, so I'm not complaining. You pulled off the beard look well. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Thank you. One of your dad's favorites, Castaway. Oh, it's called Castaway is the name of the movie. My bad. Castaway. That's a messed up movie, man. Dr. Ganja Yo. Hey, Dr. Ganja Yo. How's it going? It's a funny name. So it's going all right. I think, how about with you? It's going good. It's going good. I've been bored the last couple of days. I got involved in a relationship briefly. It didn't work out. And I was spending a lot of time with that person. And then, there's a lot of time in my day now, I realize. I have a lot of free time. And I don't have a lot to do. because I don't have a job. That's okay. Sometimes things don't work out. And she was very nice. But you know, I'm actively searching for someone else. So I'm sure I'll find out, you know, someone else, which would be great. I don't think I'm worthless. I've got something to offer. So, you know, Nick says good choice. I think I'm gonna wear that shirt today. Good choice. You're gonna wear the fuck you shirt. You know, every time I put this shirt on, I'm always like, who am I gonna be around? I don't want to offend people, you know, because I know it's an offensive shirt. But you know, one thing I noticed about this shirt, if I'm out in my car and I forget that I'm wearing it, or I'm gonna be in front of mixed company or whatever, I could take it off and flip it inside out and just wear it as a black shirt. Nobody will know the difference. You know, I do it every once in a while, not all the time, but every once in a while, you know, if I'm going somewhere and I just don't want to rub people the wrong way, you know, like a barbecue or something, I will flip the shirt inside out. I'll find someone. You're a great guy. Thank you, Skater. You think so? You offer stuff every day, and I appreciate everything you do here. Thank you, Nick. Dr. Ganja Yo, last FM rock and roll. I don't understand what you're saying, Dr. Ganja Yo. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. It looks like you accidentally typed in my chat something that you didn't. What? This song, you know, it's about outsiders not considered. Dude, I'm blocking you. Yeah, I'm blocked. Dr. Ganja Yo, you're getting blocked from my live stream. Have a nice go fuck yourself. Wow. Like you really think I'm the type of person that would engage somebody like you in conversation? That's hilarious. You must think much less of me than I assume people do. But you find out the hard way with me, right? You know, anybody who uses that kind of terminology, I'd spit on you. I don't care how you split it up in the chat. I'd spit on you. And it is, you know, in a boxing match with you, I would knock you the F out in one punch because you deserve it. And I'm sure I could do it. The other day I was talking to some dude. He's a big dude, you know, like 6'5". We're having a conversation. We're just talking. And I was looking at him. And I was like, I could knock this guy out. I could totally knock this guy out. He's a big dude. He weighed like 230 pounds, way bigger than me, looking down on me. And I was like, I could knock this guy out. I could do it. I'm sizing him up. I'm like, I could totally knock this guy out. I've got a lot more confidence in my punch now than I used to. Right on the button, the off button. I like to call it the off button. So, I wish we could permanently ban some of these people, IP ban them. Yeah, Free Human, you're the same person I just blocked. So I'm just going to go ahead and block you again. And you can try to come in with another name and I'll just keep blocking you. You can keep changing your name and I'll keep. You know, I don't know who this guy thinks he is, comes in and he tries to hijack the narrative. Whatever it is we're talking about, it's not good enough for this guy. And he comes in, he thinks he's got his own subject matter that we're all going to want to jump on and start discussing. And it's always
something that none of us want to talk about. Not interested, shut up, nobody cares. It's like my mom told me the other day, I just don't care. I don't want to hear about it, and I don't care. And I'm like, right, Mom, you get it. You totally get it. I need to get that too. People don't care. Let's just do our thing and enjoy life. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you think, dude. Take your stupid opinion and go write a blog that no one will read. I promise you, no one's going to read your stuff. Go write it. Write it all out. Put it all down on the internet, for all of eternity. Since your thoughts are so important, Debbie saw that. You saw that, Debbie? All right. Well, let's move on here. We don't have any visitors yet this morning. Rained like crazy last night. I went to sleep early. I don't know, it was like 7 o'clock last night or something. I don't know. It was really early. And I woke up a few times, but I went right back to sleep. Rogi's in there snoring. Oh, God, he's so great. Beasling along. He just beasels, man. It's so soothing. Makes me feel so good. It's like I'm laying in that bed and I'm just waiting for him to hop on the bed and just lay down next to me. It makes me so much more relaxed. I don't know, man. I've gained a lot of weight, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the extra weight. The one thing I do feel it in my knees. I feel it when I get in and out of chairs. I've put on 20 pounds since I left California. But I'm still working out, man. And I'm going to start taking a little bit of weight off, I think. But can you believe that? 20 pounds, man. I can feel when I'm doing push-ups. I'm like, these push-ups are harder. There's more weight on me, It's okay. It'll be gone. I'll do it because I know I can. And I know how to do it. But the one thing I like is I like my chin now, I don't like having that extra skin hanging down. And when I gain a little extra weight, man, it looks better. I don't look like such an old man. Wish I could gain more weight. I'm sure you could, man. Don't they have weight gain programs? And protein shakes and, certain kind of workout and stuff for bulking up. I mean, how do athletes put weight on when they need to go up a weight class? Have you researched all that? I bet a good trainer could get extra weight on you. I don't know how that works. So you got a crazy metabolism, bro. You got to slow it down. Free critical thinker. I'm just going to go ahead and block you for saying hi on my live stream because I know that you are the exact different name. Like I said, I'll just keep blocking you. Nobody cares what you think, dude. Okay? You're an idiot. Whoever you are, you're an idiot. And you're probably more lonely and more of a loser than even me. Just doing this. And trust me, man, that ain't a good place for you to be at all. No. But you're proving it every day. You come in here with your stupid narrative, dude. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you think about anything. Okay? Nobody cares what I think about anything for the most part anymore. They used to, but they don't care anymore. And that's cool. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. And you're just going to have to figure it out for yourself, I guess. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Is there... It's not like I've got a plethora of cannabis like I do in California, But I do think I need to re-up on some tasty buds.
So, for those of you guys that smoke cannabis, tell me in the chat where you obtain your cannabis from. I get my cannabis from what I've shipped out from California, and from some local friends here. That there's a couple of people that grow, and also Docky Hollandaise brought me some bud, which was really nice too. Where do you guys get your cannabis flower from? Just kind of curious. Let me know in the chat. You guys got plugs? You go to a dispensary? You grow it yourself? I will patiently await your responses. And I want some SoCali train wreck. SoCali train wreck. ST Dub. Friends, never know what strain it really is, but the names they make up is hilarious, right? They make up their own names. Right? That's hilarious. All right, that's SoCali train wreck. Knowing what I know about it, I know I could put a little bit more in there. My mother's making oatmeal or cream of wheat this one. She usually makes oatmeal, Irish oatmeal. Put some cinnamon in there. It's really good. I have fat-free milk on it. Up is hilarious sometimes. They make up. I grow and go to dispensary. Thanks, Debbie. My friends, and do your own growing too, right? NY710. Right on. I used to grow cannabis, not anymore. Now I let other people grow it for me. Lollipop 10, what's up? Do a huge rip on that bong. Where are you that it's daytime now? DG, I'm in Orlando, Florida. It's beautiful out here, isn't it? Look at this. It's a little foggy from the rain last. Why this is blurry. But many times I will be sitting here and deer will just come out into the yard and hang out. Almost every day you'll see deer. So during these shows, often you guys will see deer walking behind me, which is great. One of my friends was watching the show and she said, you should turn the camera around so that people can see outside behind you. She said, if I was watching your show, I'd rather have the view of the outside. I was like, I thought, it was cool because I got my father back here and my family chilling and whatever. And she's like, yeah, I'm not interested in that. I don't want to see people walking around behind you. She said, I want to see what's going on outside. And I was like, okay, well, I changed it, based on that suggestion. And I'd love to hear from you all if you like being able to see out back better. I'm living the life. Has the hawk been busy? Dude, the hawk's got to stay busy 24/7, bro. If you're a hawk, you got to eat all day, man. That's what they do. They eat in the day, they eat at night. They're constantly feeding themselves, man. They got high metabolisms like you do, bro. You're like a hawk metabolism, Nick. All right, so let's do this bong rip. What do you guys say? As Lollipop wanted a huge rip. Okay, huge rip to start off the day. Here we go. That was pretty huge. You enjoy both? All right, so what else is going on? Let me check the Twitter sphere really quick. CNN Plus, yeah. Plus, you pay for the news now. That's what the plus is. CNN plus your money equals CNN Plus. Yeah. There you go, CNN. That's for you. Milk is trending. Tucker Carlson is trending. Russia strikes on western Ukraine city of Lviv. Leaves multiple people dead. I just tweeted at Bernie bitch. She said, leaving your hometown in your 20s is a life hack. I said, you should try returning in your 50s. Talk about a life hack. You know, I left my hometown in my 40s. Returned in my 50s. Oh, wow. People are liking my tweet, guys. Biden wrote the crime bill. Hillary Clinton sought to drone strike Julian Assange. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right. Let me know if I'm lying to you. This really got some people upset. Nancy Pelosi inside trades. America supported building up NATO along Russia's border. USA funds the war in Yemen. Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys. This is all provable, factual. The left attempts to silence and cancel shows like Joe Rogan. Correct me if I'm wrong. They wanted to shut the whole goddamn Joe Rogan podcast down, remember? Correct me if I'm wrong. And then I've run out of care. CHAR. I've run out of care. Did you guys get that? I've run out of care. Does anybody know what care was? CHAR? The end of that tweet? That's a great tweet. It's one of the best. Christopher is using somebody named Christopher is using it's Money Shoe Trending. It's Hutch using the shirt as his logo on Twitter. I love that. Am I still in Florida? Yes, I'm still in Florida. James, figured I catch your live before I head out to work. James Stravers, right on, buddy. I hope everything's going well with you. I'm a little concerned about some of you guys on Facebook, actually. I don't usually go on Facebook. And last night or this morning, I was on Facebook, and I was just scrolling through, and I saw a lot of negativity from a lot of old members of this audience, people that I haven't seen in a long time. And just saying, man, I'd love to have you guys start coming back to the shows. We'll get a little bit of a little bit of nay therapy. It's getting better. I'm just dealing with life. Yeah, well, come dump it on us, bro. Let us help you out. Don't take it on solely on your own shoulders, bro. Because we're all dealing with bullshit right now. Everybody is. It's tough, and it helps if we can all talk to each other. It just helps. It was like I was talking about somebody yesterday, and I said, man, they need freaking group therapy. I can't remember who I was talking about. I was like, they need a freaking group of people. I do every day on this show. I got group therapy with y'all. Seen a lot of people come and go. I appreciate it. Hell yeah, James. Definitely, man. I don't mind telling y'all I've gained 20 pounds. I'm like $190. Close. I'm exaggerating, and I had my clothes on when I weighed myself. I'm being tough on myself. But I did 20 push-ups this morning in one shot. So as long as I can do that, and I know that I'm overweight and I need to drop it.
You ready for breakfast?
Yes.
It's ready.
Thank you. Give me a second here, guys. These lawyers found out to advertise on TV. That's the point. I'm supposed to be hungry. A little bit of hunger, no weight. But I've gained 20 pounds since I moved here. Not 20. I'm exaggerating. But I've gained 15. But I gotta tell you, it's healthy.
There's no such thing.
Right. It doesn't take to help you with it.
Unless it's a person who is terribly hungry.
Right.
One of the problems then is that you eat weekly and then you don't.
Go to sleep. I know, so I do.
It's the worst thing you can do.
That's what I do. I eat and I sleep.
And it's not healthy. No.
Generally, I'll eat myself into a coma. I'll eat until I get tired, That's why I'm eating less. Marshall needs to cut that hair off. Happy. Happy is good. You look at it and you say, yeah. You say, yeah. It was the funniest thing. We told that joke to so many people now. He doesn't see it.
And you're constantly brushing it out your sides.
I know. You look like a little hipster. Like a little groovy hipster. Thank you, Mom. All right. Sorry about that. I had to eat really fast. How are you? Figure to catch your live before I head out to work. Okay, that'd be nice. Seeing a lot of people come and go. Appreciate breakfast has been served. His mom's fattening him up. So, this is a healthy breakfast, actually. It's just I need to on the amount I'm eating, I've been eating until I was full. It's bad. But you got to say, an extra 20 pounds, I can hold extra 20 pounds pretty good, I got to lose 40 pounds now. It's always so good. It's a raisin, cinnamon and raisin muffin. You know, English muffin with this low fat butter, whatever she puts on its spread. I don't know. Dude, I got 15 likes. I didn't even pin it to my profile. Dude, I got 15 likes on a tweet, guys. What gives? What's up with that? That never happens. Who are all the people that like this tweet? I can't believe this. 15 likes, 7 retweets, guys. Hey, y'all be my guest to go increase those numbers. Because I have a feeling some of you could help too at this point. Go ahead. It's at Nays Garden. It's the pinned tweet. And I'll read it to you again after I see who all liked it. Liked by, wow, Omaha High, Christopher, BLM, LGBTQ, all cops are bad, Tony Recluse, Ed Cowan. Ed, I'd love to follow you, dude, but you always put up your sports posts. Ugh, I'm going to follow you again. I just hate looking at all your stupid sports posts. Ass Overseer, Shy Reply Guy. Antifa Super Soldier. Okay, following you. Bernie Bitch. Thank you, Bernie Bitch. Oh, this is probably because Bernie Bitch probably retweeted me. And all these people liked my tweet. Nate likes to show off. An exhibitionist who likes to show off. I don't think I want to follow you, bro. Sorry, man. No offense. Young Dolph 710-420. Hey, Young Dolph 710-420. What's up, buddy? I followed you back. And we got William Harding. Thank you. We've got Nick Brown. We've got J-Bone. Thank you. We've got Doc Free, Julian Assange now, Docky Hollandaise, and we've got Breonna Taylor's Apartment Walls Matter. Thank you, guys. Wow, there's so many of you. So many of you guys like that. Who retweeted it? Let's see. Wow. It was Matthew Foster. I'm going to follow them. It was Bernie Bitch, you guys. It was Bernie Bitch. She retweeted it. That made the biggest difference. Wow. Dude, she retweets me and all of a sudden everybody sees my tweet. Kamla's a racist. Thank you. Young Dolph 710-420. Thank you. J Bone Omerta. Thank you. Docky Hollandaise. Thank you. And Drone Bot retweeting every use of drone strike on. Really? Drone strike. That's cool. How does it do that? At Drone Bot. Wow. Thank you, guys. That's good. It makes me really happy. I can't believe that. I don't know if I can do anything for Bernie Bitch. I guess I'll go over to her page and try to retweet some of her stuff, man. Wow, dude. Her pinned tweet has 9,594 likes. Holy shit. Wow, man. Dude, the end of my tweet where it goes, I've run out of care. Dude, That's the best. That is like the funniest thing I've ever seen in a tweet in my life. Dude, it's like one of the funniest things I've ever. I don't know if any of you guys see that. Do you get that? I've run out of CHAR. You guys get that? Did anybody get that joke at the end of that tweet? I've run out of care. CHAR. Does anybody get that? I'll ask you guys again. Does anybody get that joke at the end of that tweet? Please let me know if you get it. Oh, I get it. It took me a while to get that one. Crude oil versus pump prices. Huh. So, mother, I'm going to go tell this to my mom. It's crazy. Someone is tracking the price of crude oil at the same time they're tracking the price of the gas at the pump. And when the Ukraine war started, both shot up to the very top, right? The gas stayed up, and crude oil prices dropped all the way down to where it was. And yeah, that's America. That's greedy.
Now, that's your damn companies.
That's what I said. That's America. That's greedy. That's the companies that make up this country that run our government. They set the laws. They set the prices. And you guys, that tweet's crazy. When you see the price of gasoline has only gone down a little bit, and the price of crude oil has gone back to where it was pre-war prices to crude oil, which is that's where the gasoline comes from. And you realize they're just jacking us. They're riding this as hard as they can. As long as you keep driving those cars and putting the gas in, they're going to keep that price up. And nobody's doing anything to stop it. So you guys should at that at Joe Biden and at Kamala Harris and be like, why is this? Price of crude oil is back down. Why is gas still at the pump still hurting? Because we'll accept it, because we'll take it. That's why. Wow. Huh. I'll retweet that at Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Thoughts? What do you guys got to say about that? This is your America. This is how you're going to lose the election in 2 years. This is how you're going to lose. What year is this? I don't even know. 2022? Wow. Wow, I don't even get that. My ignorance is just as good as your knowledge. Damn, bro. That is really good. I want to read that to my mom. Mom. She can't hear me over the TV. It's an award ceremony, so she's just focused on whatever's going on in that award ceremony. She loves those things. Mother. Oh, she heard me. Can you mute that for a second so I can tell you something? You know who Isaac Asimov was? I don't. Who was he? Okay. Listen to what he said. This is a quote from him. There's a cult of ignorance in the United States, and there has always been. The strain of anti-intellectualism has been a constant thread winding its way through our political and cultural life, nurtured by the false notion that democracy means that my ignorance is just as good as your knowledge.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is well said. And it's what we're always talking about. It's what you and I are always talking about. We don't understand the level of ignorance. What you have to say is that my stupidity outweighs your science. And you're like, what? I mean, do you remember when you used to have to pass a test in school or you would fail? You know, if you said the wrong things, you would fail. How did you not learn that? You know, and now you're failing yourselves with this level of ignorance. That guy came in yesterday saying that schools are trying to sexualize children. What? Called me a pedophile. What? Remember this? Your ignorance is just as good as my knowledge. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I totally, now I can just sit back and accept it all and understand why. Because that's the whole thing, isn't it? Is why? Why are we so stupid? Why are we so ignorant? Why are we so dumb? That's why. Because there's always been ignorance here. There always will be. Isaac Asimov obviously understood that. We're all hoping for some sort of change. Something's going to change until Isaac comes along and says, bro, it's always been this way. People have always been ignorant. Trust me, from the very beginning of humanity, people have chosen to be ignorant. You need to understand what that means. What does ignorance mean? Understand the definition of ignorance. Do you want me to look it up for you? Here, we'll get the definition, okay? I like doing this. Ignorance definition. Lacking knowledge or awareness in general. Uneducated or unsophisticated. There's a lot of synonyms. They're nasty, nasty little synonyms that go along with ignorant. Carl's just jumped up on my mom's chair. I think. He's laying down. Carl's laying down next to mom on her chair while she's sitting there at the breakfast table. It's hilarious. Mother. Over 500 books. Yeah. Thank you, Merck. Lacking knowledge or awareness in general. That's what ignorance is. And he says it's always been here. It's always going to be here. And there's no reason for you to try to fight it anymore and drive yourselves crazy trying to fix it. How many times we heard that one? You can't fix stupid. That's what this is. He's saying. That is exactly. Well, let's sum that up. Let's sum that up in a retweet. In other words, you can't fix stupid. You know? Give me the stupid face. You can't fix stupid, so stop trying. It's you're fighting against the current, and just let the ignorance hurt the people that are the most ignorant, and it's not your job to save them. It's not your job to help them. You don't have to try. When I realized the lack of pushback that Jimmy Dore gets on his show when he's wrong on stuff, I realize ignorance is everywhere. Even the people that I thought were smart, and by that I mean the audience of Jimmy Dore, I thought we were smart people. Collectively, I was wrong. I'm one of the few that sees Jimmy Dore for exactly what he says, when he's wrong, when he's right, whatever. I see it all. I'm in no denial of it whatsoever. It upsets me when he gets shit wrong. I still watch him, and I hear him getting stuff right, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. I agree with that. Thank you. That's great. When he's getting shit wrong, it's the exact same thing. I'm like, you're getting it wrong. I don't like it. Stop. And your goddamn audience sits there and appeases you and encourages you to do more of the same. And they don't do their own fact checking. I thought we did. I thought Jimmy Dore's audience did their own fact checking. They're just trusting him blindly now. And that's sad. Yeah, I'd like to put all that in a tweet, but it's too many words. I'd like to do a dab. How do you guys feel about any of this at all? When I ask you guys that, you know what it means. I want a response in the chat, because you guys haven't been saying anything for the last 5 minutes. Yeah, I got the math right on that one. I know because I counted it on my fingers. I'm not mad at y'all, man. Why are you guys so scared to talk to me? The limit that Twitter allows you to type is aggravating sometimes. I know. It's like you got to make multiple tweets, Nick, right? Hi, Margie. How's it going? What happened to Jimmy Dore? He changed? No, he just doesn't, he doesn't see some things based in reality. He allows people to control his narrative, people that he trusts, and these people are not trustworthy. I was just watching an old video of mine from California, man, where I was calling Jimmy Dore out. I said, I still love him, but he's wrong on this. It was about the vaccines thing, man. Remember when he claimed that they were administering the vaccines wrong? And I go, no, they're not. Oh, they've got to aspirate it, and they're not doing that like they do in the movies. And Dr. John Wood Campbell says, oh, he's circling things again, and he's check marking things. You guys want to see a little bit of it? Because I went right for that. I had the beard right from the beginning. I just I started popping off immediately on this one. I was like, hi, Debbie, here we go. Boom. Jimmy Dore wrong, but I still love him. Turn on the volume here.
Yeah, somebody had a heart attack after getting the vaccine. Someone got into a car accident after getting the vaccine. Somebody broke their arm after getting the vaccine. Someone had sex after getting the vaccine. Do you think they had sex because they got the vaccine? This whole causal and effectual thing to people, I don't think people get it anymore. They just can't do this anymore. People just can't think for themselves. They can't even think through just basic shit, right?
So, boom, I was already nailing it about what Isaac Asimov says in that. Isn't that funny? It's like, you can't fix stupid. There you go. Look at that beard, guys.
So I'm sitting here watching Jimmy Dore. He's live right now, right? This is really frustrating because I can't rewind what I just saw. But I'm going to tell you what Jimmy Dore said. He had this fucking kook motherfucking doctor video, right? This fucking kook said administering the vaccines wrong. I'm like, no, they're not. I'm like, this is fucking silly. They've administered 6.1 billion vaccines. I think they're doing it right. This guy claims, oh, if you do it wrong, your heart could explode. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that's why they have you roll up your sleeve and they put it up here in the tricep. And you know why I know this? Not only because I get 2 of them, right? And they made sure to do it nice and high. The artery in your arm runs underneath the bone in your arm. The artery, that major artery, that's called the brachial, it's a massive artery. And it's nowhere near the fucking tricep or this part of your arm. This is the fleshy part of your arm. There's no artery. That's why all vaccines are usually given up there, because they know they're not going to hit an artery. Well, this fucking doctor claims that, they're administering the vaccines wrong because they need to go ahead and make sure that they pull out the needle a little bit and make sure they're not in a major artery. The problem is the needle's that big. It's nowhere near a fucking artery. It's never going to hit a fucking artery. This doctor's a fucking kook. But Jimmy Dore thinks he's a god. Max Blumenthal, he's like, well, I can't really comment on that. Of course you can't, because neither of you took 3 seconds to Google it like I did. All I Googled was, why do they put vaccines up here in the tricep? The whole thing came right up. Well, because there's no major artery there. So that doctor's a fucking idiot. He's been watching too much fucking, name any fucking doctor show. I can't think of a single one. Something Benson Doctor fucking MD.
Benson Doctor.
Grey's Anatomy. He thinks every time you get a vaccine, they got to pull the needle out, like they do in the movies and the TV. So you see little blood, like when you're shooting heroin, man, you got to see a little blood and then you inject it, man. Fucking heroin addict, you're fucking shooting dope, bro. You're not giving a fucking vaccine with a needle that big, not trying to hit a fucking artery. Yeah, Dr. Oz. Thanks, James. Anyway, this is really frustrating just to listen to the stupidity. I put in a bunch of super chats and they're going to read them.
Put in a bunch of super chats and they're going to read them.
Forget about it.
What Chris Whitty, who is the chief medical officer in England, said.
I don't trust anybody from that country. Who cares what his position is? I don't trust those motherfuckers. Hey, man, I'm not racist. It's just they think the Daily Mail is legit in the UK, bro. They don't even have free speech in that country. Fuck that shit. They're not even willing to fight for their fucking right to say what they want in that fucked up. Oh, and they have royalty there. Wow.
They've got royalty there.
None of my respect.
And they've got royalty there.
UK government.
I'm going to brew a combo here.
On vaccination and immunization in the UK, which
I'm very sad about being out of coffee right now.
Medical advice. I mean, this is a panel of medical experts that found that the margin of benefit for jabbing 12 to 15-year-olds was too small, and there was a slight low risk.
Anybody who uses the term jab, anyone who uses the term jab when referring to vaccinations is using a weasel word to try to make it sound negative. That is, he is manipulating the narrative by using the word jab. You cannot trust this fucking dumb cunt. You can't trust him.
You hear
He's a
that?
fucking liar. Anyone that'll just use a word like jab, oh, they're trying to jab.
I'm making perfect sense right there. 100% perfect sense. I still agree with everything that I said back then today. I hope you guys are picking up on that. It's true.
Jab your children. It's a vaccine, Max. It's called a vaccine. Dr. Blumenthal, you fucking idiot.
I've spoken to parents in the LA.
I'd love to turn this up loud, but my mom's in
I've
there.
spoken to parents in the UK who have children of that age. I spoke to one parent who has a son who's 13, who's a distance runner, and he said, I don't want to take this risk with my son when he's perfectly healthy and has practically no risk from COVID. Why must I do this? My life has been thrown into crisis. I don't know if I can send him to school, and it means, his life has been completely disrupted. So people should show something.
Hear me complaining in the background.
For these parents and
I'm screaming.
Recommendations and statements of high-level public health officials that contradict the politicized agenda
Mom's gonna be pissed.
being advanced by elected
She's
politicians.
pissed.
Well said. Okay. Yes, my vaccine mandates. I'm with Dr. Fauci from last year. I'm with Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden.
Last year there was an election. Last year Biden had to win.
Yeah.
If Biden had revealed his full agenda last year, I don't think he'd be in the White House.
Right.
But then, they proceed to freak everyone out so much. You can really feel that the fear porn is ratcheted
The
up
fear porn.
and levels under Biden.
The fear
people are
porn.
more divided under Biden. Many people
And it's
voted for
true.
Biden
That's actually a
to
good,
get out of that the Trump era atmosphere.
it's a good way to
Feeling like
put
every
it.
day was a new catastrophe, and that Russia was, hacking into our REM sleep, and there was an insurrection every, the QAnon insiders were going to attack America. Every day there was a new media crisis, and a lot of people thought we could just return to normal. And under Biden,
It's gotten worse.
Look at that
I
magic
think you just
beard.
said happened, though.
Well, did you see what happened to Russell Brand? I'm going to cover this tomorrow.
I so don't
So-
like it. I don't like it.
Merrick Garland.
It looks cool, but I don't
and
like
the
it.
current Biden Justice Department has indicted Hillary Clinton's lawyer for lying and planting
That looks
false
so
conspiracies with the FBI, stories about Russia and the election. They were planting false stories and lying to the FBI that he said he didn't work with Hillary Clinton or anybody, because he's always lying. And so now he's been indicted for that. And Russell Brand covered it. And he was trending last night on Twitter. Everyone's shitting on him like he's a Trumper. Russell Brand, who couldn't be farther from a Trumper.
yeah.
That-
He's a key figure in Occupy.
Yeah,
He's
and
sort
that,
of one of the
right.
main celebrity influencers.
And so now he's canceled. He's persona non grata. He's Alex Jones now, Russell Brand,
No, he's
because
not.
he covered a story that the rest
Yeah,
of the
he's
media isn't covering.
He's not Alex Jones.
Just like
They still accept him.
when I tweeted out that study from the
Thanks,
CDC
Nick.
from the
All right.
and
You crazy.
And I-
Cheers
about ivermectin.
to this old video.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
but I mean,
fun. I'm having
it's
fun watching this.
certain-
Cheers, guys.
Sector of the, I don't even want to call it left, but it's sort of liberal or progressive media it's a certain sector of it that attacked you that I don't think is really reflective of anything.
I think it's-
he's attacking Russell Brand. It's a lot of those South Brand. It's a lot of those South Lee Albright bot farm. You're speaking up about that.
Thank you,
or
Mom.
Hunter Biden's laptop. The Hunter Biden story was deliberately buried. People were censored. Journalists were censored for trying to write about it. Glenn Greenwald couldn't write about it at The Intercept. And we were told
Hi,
that
Elizabeth.
that story was Russian disinformation by 100 former spooks. 100 former U.S. intelligence officers issued a letter claiming without any evidence at
Sugar.
all it was Russian disinformation.
So
And
much
now we
sugar
have
in this.
accounts from, I think, a Politico journalist
Yes.
that it was
You know?
real. Obviously, it's real. Hunter Biden
Uses the word spooks, which is also a negative term. He's very manipulative. This Max Blumenthal, he's very manipulative with the narrative. His choice of words, it's obvious. And I'm just surprised nobody calls him on his bullshit.
gas company. He was
No one
also
ever
part of
does.
Amtrak. I don't know what expertise Hunter
No one
Biden
ever
has
calls
in
that guy
choo-choo
out on his
trains,
bullshit.
but his dad he was Amtrak Joe. But the thing is, you never see any photos or pictures of Hunter Biden.
Look at
at
those
any of
bull
these board
beans.
meetings. The only pictures you see of him are like with a sex worker. And,
And I miss my coffee mugs. I see both of them are on camera right there.
That's fucking hilarious.
I can't find any pictures of Hunter Biden with his clothes on. And yet I'm told that this is
Oh,
all
that's
Russian
fucking
disinformation.
hilarious. I can't find any pictures of the guy with his clothes on.
All right, let's go back to next sketch. I got one more sketch.
What about Steph?
What's that?
All right, here we go.
Steffi.
End animal agriculture. Millions of acres of monocorn feed will be unnecessary. Then all that space is available to plant trees. Hashtag vegan for environment. Lisa Lightning. All right, Jimmy.
So this is quite a story.
Dude, I got some super chats
This
up
is
in
a
that
story
bitch.
that shows the bipartisan assault on the Constitution and journalism.
You guys ready to do a
And a
jab?
free press.
Can you dab at the
So
top of
wasn't
the hour or what? It
getting
just worked out
into
that
the
way.
I said I was gonna do a dab, didn't I?
Name. It was Trump and Pompeo and Obama
Unreal.
and Biden.
Said I was gonna do
trying
dab,
to
never did a dab.
kidnap
Unreal.
journalists.
Nobody's even not doing dabs no
And
more.
so this story
Negatively.
is reported by Yahoo, but Brazo.
Or is it loud enough for you guys? Can you hear it okay?
2020. We're
Right.
gonna get to that. So this is
Just so you guys know, Jimmy Dore just had a doctor on a video. The guy claimed that they're giving the vaccines wrong, and it's all bullshit. There's over 6.1 billion vaccines administered, and nobody's hearts are exploding from it. This guy is so full of shit, and I just couldn't believe that Jimmy didn't even bother to just Google it, which only took me 1 second. Why do they give vaccines up here? Because there is no major artery up there. It's underneath the bone in the center of the arm. They give you the vaccine in the upper fleshy part of the tricep for a reason. And Jimmy didn't even bother to look it up. I gave him a whole bunch of super chats about
guy
it. Cheers.
was actively trying to kill him. That's how corrupt the Young Turks and Cenk Uygur are. That's how corrupt they are. They're willing to lie and do the thing that they claim Trump is doing, assaulting journalism. That's what the Young Turks do. That's what Cenk Uygur does. Going after Julian Assange, saying he's working for Trump as Trump was trying to kill him. That's the most egregious thing you can do in the news space. And the Young Turks did it at the top of their lungs and have never apologized for it. And that video is still up. And they'll never have to answer for it because he's doing the bidding of the CIA and the establishment. Get you in the TYT when they smear Julian Assange. That's who they're doing the bidding of. The Trump administration, Pompeo, and now Biden. That's who the Young Turks and Cenk Uygur are doing the bidding of when they say Assange was working for Trump. So going so far as to they requested sketches or options for how to assassinate him. The conversations were part of an unprecedented CIA campaign directed against WikiLeaks and its founder. The agency's multi-pronged plans also include extensive spying on WikiLeaks associates, sowing discord among the group's members, and stealing their electronic devices. This is what Trump was doing. President Trump's newly installed CIA director, Mike Pompeo, was seeking revenge on WikiLeaks and Assange. They were seek blood.
There's only 6 people here, guys. You want to share this around, maybe get some people here for me? If I can't get any more people in this, I will end the show. Why should I do this? This is horrible. Just because one of my channels is down? Seriously. Can you guys get me some more people here? Let's see. You guys want the show to keep going. Get me some people here. I can't believe my fucking audience doesn't want to support me.
Believe it. Believe it, bro. They don't support you. En masse. They never have and they never will.
The idea was to break into the embassy.
You're too
grab Assange out,
controversial.
and bring him to where we want.
There's too much ignorance out there.
Some discussions
You know?
even went beyond kidnapping. U.S. officials had also considered killing Assange, according to
course
3
they did.
former
Get into
officials.
jab. Get
One
into
of those
jab.
officials said he was briefed on a spring 2017 meeting in which the president asked whether the CIA could assassinate Assange and provide him options for how to do so. They're talking about killing
It's a big
journalists.
jab.
Right?
That's what they're planning. That's what the CIA
Cheers.
does. They're not good guys. They're not Boy Scouts. They're the terrorists. They're the murderers.
Hillary Clinton wanted to do it.
And here's Pompeo.
When I was a cadet.
Here's Pompeo out in public talking about what a big liar and criminal that he is at the CIA. Watch this.
When I was a cadet. What's the cadet motto at West Point? You will not lie, cheat, steal, or tolerate those who do. I was the CIA director. We lied, we cheated, we stole. That's like We had entire training courses.
They're clapping.
It reminds you of the glory of the American experiment.
Yes, it does.
What?
Yes,
The
it
glory?
does. So in late
Lion
2017,
King
in the midst of the debate over kidnapping and assassinations, the agency's plans were
God,
upended
that
when
tastes so
U.S.
good.
officials picked up with
Fucking
they viewed
disgusting, man.
as
I'd like
alarming
to fucking
reports
punch that
that
motherfucker
Russian
right in his goddamn
intelligence
nose
operatives were preparing to sneak Assange
with
out
a
of the
fucking
United
with a
Kingdom to
rebar
Moscow.
in my fucking
That's a double
fist.
CK. In response, the CIA and the White House began preparing for a number of scenarios to foil Assange's
What a
Russian
fucking
departure
piece
plans.
of garbage.
Those included potential gun battles with Kremlin operatives on the streets of London, crashing a car into a Russian
God,
diplomatic
they're
vehicle,
goddamn
transforming
subverts,
Assange,
man.
and then grabbing him and shooting out the tires of a Russian plane carrying Assange before he could take off for Moscow. We had all sorts of reasons to believe he was contemplating getting the hell out of here, said a former senior official, adding that one report said Assange might try to escape.
You know, after hearing this shit, how the fuck can you possibly think that JFK was not fucking CIA, you know?
This you
Holy
tweet this
shit.
out. Here it is from the just the Guardian. The only barrier Julian Assange is leaving Ecuador's embassy is pride. That's from a guy named James Ball. The WikiLeaks founder is unlikely to face prosecution.
Dabs.
The U.S. charges.
A little early for
So
710, maybe. Is it too early? Is it too early for 710? Maybe a little bit.
Garbage.
Maybe it's a little
The
early.
Obama
I'll wait.
administration's view of
I'll wait a little
WikiLeaks
bit.
underwent a sea change shortly
Chris
before Donald Trump
Bartleby.
by Wiki. So as they're trying to kill him, this guy's writing an article saying that it's Julian's.
Right, Chris, you can't find me on any YouTube. Well, Elizabeth Gordon is watching on YouTube, I hope. Right, Elizabeth? And other people. Chris, you know that I broadcast to 5 other YouTube channels besides the main one, right, Chris? And that you should be subscribed to all 6 of my YouTube channels that I broadcast to, right? You know that, Chris, right? I say it all the time.
After the publication of the Democratic Party emails, there was zero debate.
Good,
on the
Elizabeth. Thank
issue
you,
of whether
honey.
The CIA
Mwah.
would increase its spying on WikiLeaks, said a former intelligence official. So Obama's administration with Biden switched into going after WikiLeaks full throttle. The CIA now considered people affiliated with WikiLeaks valid targets for various types of spying, including close and technical collections, such as bugs, sometimes enabled by in-person espionage, and remote operations, meaning, among other things, the hacking of WikiLeaks members' devices from afar. Asked whether the CIA had broken into WikiLeaks associates' homes and stolen or wiped their hard drives, a former intelligence official declined to go into detail, but said that some actions were taken. Yahoo News did not break the story of the CIA spying on and murderous designs for Assange. Max Blumenthal did.
No lower right, cannabis system for all. Cheers, everybody. I hope you're ready to do a nice big party with me. I know it's going to be great
The
and
American
fantastic.
Friends new court files expose Sheldon Adelson's security team in U.S. spy operation against Julian Assange. So this is from the Gray Zone files obtained by the Gray Zone, detailed an elaborate and illegal U.S. surveillance operation in which the security firm UC Global spied on Julian Assange, his legal team, his American friends, U.S. journalists, and on an American member of Congress who had been dispatched to the Ecuadorian embassy by President Trump. Even the Ecuadorian diplomats whom UC Global was hired to protect were targeted by the spy ring. UC Global staffers recalled the Americans were desperate to end Assange's presence in the embassy. They were proposing to activate more extreme measures against him, including the possibility of leaving one diplomatic mission door open to kidnap the Assange.
Okay, we understand. There's a lot of people trying to kill Julian Assange. We get it. Okay. B, what's up? You come over to Jimmy Dore show, bro? Yo, B, did you come over because of my super chats at Jimmy Dore? B, yo, B. Yo, B.
Yo,
what
B.
up, B?
Yo,
B. You want to check it out? The documentary is called 0 Days, and it's on YouTube, and it's free. You can go watch it right now. But I'd rather you watch my show until it ends and then go watch that. Will you do that, B? I want to get you as a new audience member.
B never came back.
After demonizing him and participating in the information war against him in WikiLeaks. So this article by Michael Isikoff and a team at Yahoo News tracks very closely with my article, and Isikoff, through all his spook sources, which he used to whip up Russiagate, where he confessed that he got a large part of the story wrong and disowned a large part of his book with David Korn on the Steele dossier. He's bringing 30 U.S. former and current intelligence officers to bear in this story to basically confirm my reporting and the reporting of others. I wasn't the only reporter working on this story, but I brought out many details that hadn't been previously reported or accentuated. Sheldon Adelson, being the sort of third party that ran this CIA black operation, was one of them, along with the documents that I was able to obtain of internal communications. And
that Bitcoin dip might be over, guys. But if you were buying Bitcoin and you bought it earlier today, you did really good. Congratulations if you did. I wish I did.
His associates. So it was all there in clear print. I mean, I even produced screenshots of these documents and the text messages from the firm hired by the CIA about everything they were doing. They confessed everything, down to considering poisoning Julian Assange, considering leaving a door open at the embassy, the Ecuadorian embassy where he was holed up in London, to send a kidnap team in to get him, and the targeting of all of his associates, including Glenn Greenwald, who we see in this Yahoo News piece along with Laura Poitras was targeted. The spying on Julian Assange.
I got to tell you, even though I'm not very happy with Max Blumenthal and Jimmy Dore right now, he is giving some good information that I do want to hear. That is why it is so important that we listen to each other, even when we disagree, because 3 seconds later, somebody might start making sense.
Journalists, devices, laptops, including journalists like Ellen Nakashima, who's the chief national security correspondent for the Washington Post, who went to visit Assange. She had her laptop snatched by CIA agents in the Ecuadorian embassy. And they went.
I mean, I could tell you all about 0 Days B if you want me to. It's the United States and Israel wrote a virus. They unleashed it on Iran. Now that virus is going all over the world and it's fucking up all kinds of shit. They tried to hide the fact that they were involved. It was George Bush and Barack Obama mostly. And then when Donald Trump took the money back from Iran, Iran started boosting their nuclear, and now Iran is they're a nuclear capable country now. It's amazing what they've accomplished, and it's because we attacked them. We forced their hand because we're horrible, stupid, imperialistic morons over here.
But basically, I was able to report this story because the head of the firm, who was recruited through Sheldon Adelson's Las Vegas Sands, his name is David Morales. Sands was recruiting him through a CIA asset. Pompeo was obviously presiding over this whole operation to recruit him. They recruited him because he was already running security at the Ecuadorian embassy with his firm while Julian Assange was there. And he wanted to be like a big man in the security world. So after being recruited at this security fair in Las Vegas, he wrote back to his employees in Spain and said, "We're playing with the big boys now. We're working for the Americans." They changed all the cameras out in the embassy, put in hidden mics to spy on all Julian Assange's conversations with his lawyers, watched everything he did. And, meanwhile, we're plotting to kill him in Langley. And we're told to harass and to harass and spy on all of his associates. So WikiLeaks people who came there, journalists who came there, friends of Julian Assange, Randy Credico, our friend who's an activist and comedian who went to visit Julian Assange. All of them were spied on.
Quarter of the hour, no longer going to cannabis. Cannabis is a for all. Cheers, everybody. Hashtag I smoke alone. Looks like we lost B.
When he started proposing.
B, did we lose you, B? How about you, B?
Obviously, now we know it's coming.
Cheers, everybody else.
His employees started to say, this is too much. They went to Spanish police. The Spanish police initiated an investigation. Morales was arrested on his way back from a very suspicious trip to South America in Spain. He was put on trial in the Spanish National Court, the same court where former Chilean dictator Augusto Pinochet was put on trial. The trial is ongoing, and I was able to obtain a lot of the files, the internal communications of Morales' firm through that case. And these files told the story of the war on WikiLeaks, the war on Julian Assange. And it was obvious when you read them, when you read the WhatsApp messages and text messages from Morales, he's constantly talking about the American client, the American friends. He's writing messages from IP addresses at Las Vegas Sands, but they're being written in their instructions on how to swap out certain programs in the camera system that's spying on Assange. They're written in perfect English at Las Vegas Sands, as if an intelligence operative is kind of hovering over his shoulder. Morales speaks Spanish. His English
Oh,
is
you
very
said what's up to me,
poor,
Jimmy?
very,
Shout out, have the
very
chat up
poor.
right now. Big Smoking
So it
Nick,
was
what's
obvious
up?
to
I
me
smoke along.
that
Big
the
Smoking
CIA
Nick.
is directing this
What's
operation.
up?
And
Crispy
it
Chris
becomes
is
increasingly
firing
clear
up
when
some
you
ice
consider the
cream bomb.
relationship of
Cheers, you're
Sheldon
better than
Adelson,
me.
who the CIA
Ice
was
cream
using
bomb
to give
sounds
itself
better than me,
plausible
Crispy Chris.
deniability, running everything through his operation. The relationship of Adelson to Donald Trump
Sounds good,
and
bro.
Mike Pompeo. Adelson was the top donor, individual donor to Donald Trump's political campaigns. He basically crafted through Jared Kushner Donald Trump's Middle East policy. And Mike Pompeo, if he runs for Senate in Kansas or if he runs for president, I bet you anything we're going to see Sheldon Adelson take a strong.
So that's called Jimmy Dore Wrong, but I still love him. That's from September 28th, 2021. So that was a fun one. And go back and watch the whole thing. You guys take care. I will see you on the next show. Turn on your notifications. I will be over on Twitter at Nays Garden. That's where I'm at. Go retweet my pinned tweet over there. All right.